Hey, what's up, guys? This is Andrew Santowski. I'm back with another UFC prediction video. This time, UFC Fight Night, Oliveira versus Gamrot. This event goes down tomorrow, Saturday, October 11th, 2025. Prelims begin at 4 p.m. This event is going down from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So let's get into it, guys. First up, Simon Oliveira against Luan Lacerda. Oliveira came in like 9 pounds heavy. So it's going to be a catchweight fight, pretty much a featherweight fight now. He's on a 3-fight losing streak, so he'll be cut after this fight, win or lose. Yeah, I mean, he's lost to guys that aren't even no longer with the promotion that are better than him. I thought Tony Gravely was a good fighter, but he's no longer with the promotion. Luan Lacerda, 2-fight losing streak himself. You know, lost to Damon Blackshear and Cody Stamann. Staman's no longer with the promotion. So again, I could see both these guys getting cut, but looking at that betting odds, Lacerda's a minus 275. I'm going to pick Lacerda to win. Julia Plastri against Carolina Kowalkiewicz. Kowalkiewicz, 2-fight losing streak, 39 years old. Lost to Denise Gomes, Jasmine Lucindo. Again, she's got some wins too. Julia Plastri, 1-fight losing streak, 27 years old, so she's 12 years younger. Lost to Lupita Godinez. Hard to trust either of these women. I'm going to side with the underdog and Kowalkiewicz here. Again, I have no faith in either of these women. Kowalkiewicz has fought the better competition. You know, she's not going to get finished. We know that. I don't see it happening. I'm going to pick Carolina Kowalkiewicz as a 5.5 to 1 underdog. Next up, Lucas Rocha against Stuart Nickel. And I believe I have Rocha picked. Stuart Nickel, I think he lost to Jesus Aguilar, 30 years old. Yeah, lost to Jesus Aguilar in his home country back in August of 2024. He got guillotined in the first round again. I don't know, I just thought it was a bad look the way it all went down. 5'5", 65.5-inch reach advantage. So he hasn't fought in over a year. Lucas Rocha, 17-2. So he's got double the amount of fight experience. 1-fight losing streak, 25 years old. Lost to Clayton Carpenter, who's also on this card. But we know how good Clayton Carpenter is. I'm going with Lucas Rocha here to pick up the win. Irina Alekseeva against Beatrice Mesquita. Looking at the odds, Mesquita's a minus 650, so she's a huge favorite in this fight. Let's take a look why. Irina Alekseeva, the Russian Ronda, 2-fight losing streak. She lost to Claudia Segula in a fight, I think that was in, Russian territory. Lost to Melissa Mullins. Again, she hasn't picked up a win in a long time, 2.5 years. Mesquita, I think she's making her UFC debut here. 5-fight winning streak, 34 years old. So yeah, she's been fighting on LFA. Submission fighter. I'm going to side with Mesquita here. Vitor Petrino against Thomas Petersen. Petrino, again, he moved up to heavyweight. 28 years old on a 1-fight winning streak. Beat Austin Lane. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think I was too impressed with all that. It's going up against Thomas Petersen here, who I actually think is a decent heavyweight. I mean, the guy's a legit heavyweight, 30 years old. Beat Dontel Mays. Lost to Shamil Gaziev. No shame in that. We know how good Gaziev. Beat Muhammad Usman. I mean, again, the guy's got some good wins at heavyweight, man. I just don't see Vitor Petrino moving up from light heavyweight and beating this guy. And the odds are Petrino minus 315. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I mean, I'm not going to have a play on Petersen or nothing, but I think Petersen's the right side here. So my pick will be Petersen. Jafal Filo against Clayton Carpenter. Jafal Filo, man, he's been in some good fights. 1-fight losing streak. Lost to Alan Nascimento. But he's beat Ode Osborne, Daniel Bariz. Lost to Mokaev. But again, I think he had Mokaev in some trouble in that fight. Clayton Carpenter, 1-fight losing streak. Lost to Tagir Ulanbekov. We know how good Ulanbekov is. Beat Lucas Rocha, who's also on this card. Beat Ronderos. Edgar Charas. So again, he hasn't fought often. He has not fought often, but again, I'm going to pick Carpenter here. Lucas Almeida against Michael Aswell. Aswell, 1-fight losing streak, 25 years old, lost to Oki. Let's take a look at Almeida. 1-fight losing streak, lost to Danny Silva by split decision. I'm going to side with Almeida here. Just again, don't really know much about either guy, but I'm going to side with Almeida. It's currently a plus 140 underdog. Ricardo Ramos against Con Ofli. Ofli, 2-fight losing streak, 32 years old, lost to Naimov, Myron Santos. Ramos, he's been up and down throughout his UFC career. 1-fight losing streak, 30 years old. Lost to Chepe Marzakal, beat Josh Kulabal prior to that again. So he's lost 3 out of his last 4. He probably really needs to win this fight to be kept on the roster. He's currently a minus 200 favorite, and I'm going to pick him here to pick up the win. Jehanta Diaz against Mario Pinto. Mario Pinto, 10-fight winning streak, 27 years old. Beat Austin Lane. Beat Lucas Camacho prior to that. He's going up against Denise, and he's taking a lot of damage. He's on a 1-fight winning streak. Beat Elvin Hines. Lost to Tibura prior to that. But again, man, the guy has taken some damage in his career. I'm going to pick Pinto here. But again, this should be a really good fight between two heavyweight fighters. Denise is a minus 140 favorite, and the money's just keep coming in on him. Vicente Luque welcomes Joel Alvarez to welterweight. He's on a 1-fight losing streak. Lost to Kevin Holland back in June. Beat Garimbo. Lost to Buckley. Again, I could see Luque, getting an upset here. But again, he's going to have to weather the striking exchange on the feet. Alvarez is good on the feet, good on the ground. 3-fight winning streak. But again, he was just bigger than a lot of those guys, man. So we'll see how it carries the welterweight. Normally when guys move up, they normally do better. So again, he's got some really good wins. I mean, his only 2 losses at lightweight were against Ismagulov and Sarukian, and we know how good both those fighters are, man. Really good fighters. I mean, again, Armin's been really close to fighting for that belt, so I'm gonna side with Joel Alvarez here. Davison Figueiredo against Montel Jackson. I think this fight, Figueiredo can get the upset. He needs to get this to the ground and control Jackson on the ground. 2-fight losing streak, 37 years old, lost to Sandhagen and Peter Yan. No shame in that. Beat Marlon Vera, Cody Garbrandt. And I think in a lot of those fights, he was in trouble on the feet. He had to resort to his wrestling, so it's going to be key to get Jackson down, because if he can't, he's in for a long night. Jackson, again, 6-fight winning streak, 33 years old. I think his last loss was to Brett Johns, and that was in 2020. And that was a really good fight, and I think I had Johns picked to win that fight. But again, he keeps winning, man. So it's about time he gets a step up in competition. He doesn't fight often. I'm going to side with Figueiredo here as a big dog. Figueiredo is currently a plus 275. Main event. Charles Oliveira against Mateus Gamrot. And I really do think this fight is a pick. I'm having a really hard time picking the winner of this fight. And I'm going with Gamrot. I think he is the better wrestler. He probably has the better cardio. But, I mean, we've seen Oliveira go 5 rounds with Michael Chandler, and he just kept taking him down. This guy's had a full training camp. My only worry is he's literally coming back just over 3 months after getting knocked out by Ilya Topuria in the first round. I mean, that was a nasty knockout, man. He got dropped and finished. I mean, it was brutal, man, and that was in late June. And now he's got Gamrot coming in. Gamrot's, he's chinny as well. 34 years old, but I mean, this guy should have a cardio edge. But again, Oliveira can go 5 rounds. We have seen Gamrot go 5 rounds. against Sarukian. But we haven't seen that in a long time. But I think Gamrot is the better fighter here, man. So I am going to pick Gamrot. But again, I cannot fault anybody for taking Charles Oliveira. Whoever closes as the underdog, I will probably have a bet on, whether it's Charles or Gamrot. And I can see either winning this fight. So again, guys, my picks. Gamrot, Figueiredo, Alvarez, Pinto, Ramos. I'm going to side with Almeida, I think. Carpenter, Petersen, Mesquita, Rocha, Kowalkiewicz, and Lacerda.